people of Bengal have an inner strength. Once they take out the inner strength, no forces can prevent Bengal from reaching its destination as a leader of the nation to the world. Therefore, irrespective of whether he's a politician or a bureaucrat, one's first duty is to the people. Second duty is to the people. Third duty is to the people. People are supreme. And if anything goes wrong, I think Indian democracy has got the buoyancy to see that mid-course correction is done. Indian press, Indian media, I would say, not just press. The independence of the media is very important. And Indian democracy protects that. Constitution protects that. The courts are there. So I think there are sufficient checks and balances in democracy. And in that, the fourth estate is one of the major players. And they are playing their role well. Dissent is there. Dissent is the essence of democracy. I think cultural cooperation, when that takes place effectively, there is a sharing of our common heritage. And you asked about the relation between politics and culture. There is a relation. When politics enters culture, invades culture, there is chaos. When culture invades politics, there is refinement. So I think cultural cooperation between the two states is of cardinal importance. In fact, the people of my generation in Kerala have read the novels, Bengali novels. Almost every week, the leading journals there used to come out with translation of Tarasankar Banerjee and almost all the great writers of Bengal. Tagore, Gurudev Tagore, was a household name in Kerala in those days. I remember having fallen in love with Minnie at the age of 8. Minnie was part of our household, Minnie of Kapuliwala. And then, when I was in college, Satyathri, Ritik Khatak, Mrunal Sen, these are all our great heroes, role models. So that cultural affinity between Bengal and Kerala is always there. It was a reality. Now, with the cooperation of the government of West Bengal, particularly the education minister, who himself is a writer and a scholar, we have hit upon the idea of a Kerala-Bengal culture corridor. The process has already started, inviting the artists, the writers, the painters, the dancers from both the states for exchange programs. And the Raj Bhavan itself is now becoming a center for cultural activities. In Bengal Raj Bhavan, we are going to make it more people-friendly. We are going to allow the public to come and visit Raj Bhavan in a regulated manner. And then the process of dignified decolonization is already taking place. Dignified decolonization. So we don't want to vandalize anything. But we know that Raj Bhavan represented the conquerors, the intruders. We don't want to obliterate history. But we have no need, democratic India has no need to glorify those who acted against the interests of this nation. So we have started the process of dignified decolonization. And then, apart from leaving the Raj Bhavan open to people, say some new portals have been opened, or people can come with redressal of their grievances. It can be anything. Raj Bhavan will proactively intervene and try to sort out their issues. Recently, for the Pravasis, a new portal has been started. Its name is Kottayam. Kottayam happens to be my birthplace. So anybody who sends a petition to that, we will take it up. If it is from Bengal, we will directly do it. Otherwise, we will take it up our counterparts in the various other states, and they will get in touch with the local government, and things can be sorted out for the public. That has already been started. And then every month, there is going to be an interactive session. This time it may be with the professionals, next time it may be with the women entrepreneurs, next time it may be with the sportsmen and women. Like that, every section of society can have access to the Raj Bhavan. They will be with us, have a Badakhana with the governor, and this is going to be already started, the feature has started. And then the Raj Bhavan is Bengal Raj Bhavan, I'm saying. See, every month, at least one section of people will be given meals by the Raj Bhavan kitchen. This month it may be old age home, next month it may be destitute homes, and then the various products that are there in the Raj Bhavan gardens, the orchards, a lot of mangoes are there, fruit trees are there. This is going to be given to the schools so that Raj Bhavan can connect with the people in various ways. That's all being done. And now the 6 Raj Bhavan gates are going to be named after the heroes and cultural leaders and icons of Bengal and the nation. Raj Bhavan should become a Jan Raj Bhavan. That's our intention.
You want to change the name?
What is in the name? It all depends on the attitudes and approaches of the individuals who occupy this kind of positions. I do not find anything wrong with a political leader occupying a constitutional provision. We have great statesmen who are great politicians also. The bureaucracy is thrice removed from the people. See, in a democracy, particularly the democratic setup in India, where we the people gave this constitution to ourselves, the authorities, including bureaucrats or the politicians, they get any authority to be the dispensers of India's destiny because the people have given it to them. Therefore, irrespective of whether he is a politician or a bureaucrat, one's first duty is to the people. Second duty is to the people. Third duty is to the people. People are supreme. And if anything goes wrong, I think Indian democracy has got the buoyancy to see that mid-course correction is done. Every state has its own ups and downs as it progresses through age. In many respects, over the years, Bengal has led the nation in many spheres. I think Bengal has a potential, and Bengal will develop it. See, in a democracy, ultimately, it is all decided by the will of the people. I think success and failure in election happens to all political parties. Ultimate victory is that of the people. So, the people will come up with a solution to the problems which are there. And this is not typical of Bengal alone. There are many other states which have gone through these phases of economic upswing, followed by an economic downflow. It's all there. I don't think there is anything which is particularly wrong with the state. Governments will come and go. When you say Bengal, I treat Bengal as a state. Governments may come and go, but Bengal as a state, Bengalis as a people, have the inner strength. See, once it is discovered, if I may take a cue from an example from the Bengal itself, we have in the Sundarbans, tigresses are there. During summer, all the animals come to drink in the local lake. The lake is infested by crocodiles. A wild horse comes, drinks water. A crocodile comes and pulls it, turns it upside down, it is finished. Then comes a bison. The crocodile goes and gives a big bite on his underbelly, somersault, that's finished. Then comes the Royal Bengal tigress with the two cubs, rests on the bank of the lake. The cubs are playing on the mother. One crocodile feels one of the cubs can be a good dinner for me today. So it goes behind the cubs. The tigress senses something wrong behind. It just raises its head. The crocodile goes 4 steps behind, but still does not leave the place. The tigress turns its head and looks sharp at the crocodile. The crocodile runs for its life. See, what has the tigress done? Nothing. The tigress took out her inner strength. People of Bengal have an inner strength. Once they take out the inner strength, no forces can prevent Bengal from reaching its destination as a leader of the nation to the world, which I am very hopeful will be taking place very soon. There will be, and there should be, zero tolerance of corruption. Number 2, violence has no place in democratic elections. Force is no arbiter. The constitution is to be upheld. Whenever there is laxity in maintaining law and order, as a constitutional head, governor will not remain a mute witness. Effective and proactive action will be taken as is mandated by the Constitution of India. I would say, so far as the Indian press, the media, is assertive, democracy will flourish in this country. As Joseph Pulitzer said, our republic and its press will rise or fall together. This applies to all republics. Indian press, Indian media, I would say, not just press. The independence of the media is very important. And Indian democracy protects that. Constitution protects that. The courts are there. So I think there are sufficient checks and balances in democracy. And in that, the fourth estate is one of the major players. And they are playing their role well. Dissent is there. Dissent is the essence of democracy. I think, of course, there may be aberrations here and there because we are a growing democracy. Otherwise, I think freedom of expression and democracy are all safe in the hands of the vibrant and vigilant media. As per the Lokayukta Act, the Lokayukta cannot be given reappointment in any manner. In public sector, private sector, cooperative sector, they have defined it. But somehow the will of the legislators was to give reappointment. What is reflected in the amendment was that the Lokayukta can be, his term can be renewed. In my opinion, renewal can be done only when somebody holds the office. Once somebody has demitted the office, renewal cannot be done. Only reappointment is possible. So the amendment is not valid. And what is the way out? The way out is to amend the act within the framework of the constitution and the law of the land. That is why that file was returned, because there was no legal provision for that. And the legislators' intention was not reflected in the way the amendment was made. Now it has not come back to me, so I cannot comment on that. As of now, this was written only on pure legal grounds, that the law as it is does not permit reappointment. Once the amendment is done, the situation will be different. Once it comes to me, then I can take a decision.